What up, friends? So I have a migraine. Okay, so I just been meaning to do this video, so I'm just now doing it. Okay, and I have to wear the sunglasses because the light is like killing me. Okay, excuse my appearance. Okay, this would be worth it because I really like these questions. Okay. By the way, I hope all is well on your neck of the woods. Mine is fine. I just have a little headache. No, I'm not hungover. Wish I was. Number one, what motivates you to work hard? Well, because I mean, what other choices? If I could work easy, I would, right? I mean, if I didn't have to work hard, I wouldn't work hard. But just the fact that, I don't know, I guess I'm just thankful, to be able to have the willpower and the ability to work. And I usually have a lot going on in my mind. So usually working keeps me busy. Okay. So that's what motivates me is keeping busy and keeping productive. Oh my gosh, the birds sound so good. Anyways, so yeah, and it's already dark outside, and here they are. Here they are in the cheese with us. I call it cheese, not cheese man. I call it cheese. I'll say, "Oh my gosh, I have cheese," and everybody knows what I'm talking about. Well, everybody I talk to knows what I'm talking about. Okay, if you could go anywhere, where would it be? This is a good question. Honestly, one year, me and my sister went to Florida. It was just the Panhandle. We didn't even go into Florida. Like it was like Niceville, Pensacola area. It was so beautiful. I wouldn't mind going back there. It was so relaxing. And the beach, the water was like emerald green. Emerald green. Have you seen green water? Green water, and it's not fungus. And the sands were so white. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyways, I wouldn't mind going there for a day. I mean, shit, just to a stress reliever. Yeah, totally. Do you like or dislike surprises? I dislike surprises. Let me tell you why. It's usually because somebody wants a reaction, right? I'm not really good with the reactions, okay? Especially if there's other people there. If it's a surprise, it's just me and you there. That's a better surprise for me because I don't like being the center of attention. I dislike it very much. I don't like being the center of any attention. I don't like to be seen. I like to be in the shadows. I'm over here in camouflage. Like, you do not want to see me. This is where I'm happy. Okay. This is where I'm happy in the background somewhere. But usually when I go somewhere, people are glad to see me. And I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but people tend to flock to me. Okay. And I'm a good conversation and I'm fucking hilarious. I mean, must I go on? Must I go on? People just like talking to me, okay? And I talk back. I mean, I it's the anticipation. I'm not at all like weird when people come up to me and talk to me. People won't even know that I'm about to have a heart attack. People won't know that. They won't know, because I when somebody like breaks the ice with me, like I'm like, hey, you're cool, because I wouldn't have been able to do it. So yeah, I dislike surprises if it's. I mean, I'm sure I could think about one or two surprises I wouldn't mind having in front of people. But a regular surprise, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, but then we're trying new things, right? We're trying not to be the same old person in my crab shell, right? We're trying to be different, turning over a new leaf, flipping it over, trading it in, right? So I don't know. As the old me doesn't like surprises, maybe the new me will. I don't know. Nobody surprised me yet. So okay, what are your hobbies? I love to paint furniture. I love to redo furniture. Like that's my thing. I like antiquing. I like thrifting. Um I like old shit. That's my hobby. I love it. I fucks with it. Okay. What are your pet peeves? Now, I'm assuming this is in relationships or people in general. Pet peeves that people do. I hate when people brag. I cannot stand not one to brag. I can. I'm capable of it. Capable of it. Even when I'm just telling you, merely telling people what I have, people think I'm bragging and I'm not. Trust me. Y'all have not seen me brag. There's just one guy that comes always to mind when I think of pet peeves. It's this one guy I used to talk to back in high school. I was in high school. And I'll tell you his name because he didn't even go to our district. His name was Jacob, and he went to South San. Enough said. South San West Campus at that. I don't know what was up with those mother. They thought their school was better than everybody else's. Okay. This guy had money. Well, okay. His family had money. He wasn't established yet. Okay. His family had money. You wanna fucking brag to me? You wanna brag to me? Brag to me. Let me be impressed. But this guy wasn't even nothing to be bragging about. But I think it was like his confidence, you know? Anyways, that's the one thing that came between he and I. Everything else was good. Like we could shoot the shit. Like he was actually down to earth once you got beneath that exterior of bullshit that he had, because I can tell when people are lying. I can tell when people are putting on a front. Okay. But once I got past it, but he just had just too much of an ego. He had too much of an ego. I wasn't gonna fucking deal with that shit. No, no. Act like yourself or don't talk to me. So I cut the cord and I stopped talking to him. But every time somebody says, "What is your pet peeve?" Jacob. That guy's my pet peeve. Him. Everything he embodies. Everything. I mean, I'm telling you, everything else was great between us. We had the great like chemistry. We had great conversation. He was actually down to fucking earth. But that fucking cocky ass attitude he had around his people. No. The way he talked to his mother. No. Mm-mm. Check, please. Anyways, so yeah, that, and I don't think people understand how much that crawls on my skin, burns a hole through my skin, through my soul, everything. I don't like it. If somebody's like, if I'm in a bit of a conversation with a group of people and somebody's just like bragging to no end, like I'll just get up and leave. Like I won't even excuse myself. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Did I mention I just don't like it? If you won the lottery, what would you buy? A private island. Look at me. Look at humble old me who doesn't like people who brag, right? Oh, I just want a private island. They don't even cost that much. They're really not that expensive. If I were to win the lottery, I'd totally buy a private island. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm a water sign. I gotta be by the water. I have to be by the water. That's what I would buy. A private island. Worst gift ever received was a recycled one that I bought somebody. But they forgot that I bought it for them a couple Christmases back. So what do? They re-gifted me with a gift that I like. And when I buy gifts, because I'm a giver, I love giving. You will get the best gift from me because I'm great at picking gifts for people. That's just my thing. Okay? I just know. Even if I don't even know that person, like I will probably get somebody by surprise, like with the gifts that I give, because I'm just a giver like that. My gift for myself would be giving to somebody. I don't like, I mean, of course I love gifts. I had a list for my ex every season, holiday, birthday of what I wanted. I used to give a list because this person didn't know what to buy for me. And I hated that. I'm like, you should know me by now. You should know what I want. And it doesn't matter as long as it comes from you. I'll love it forever. I'll cherish it forever. But this person needed specific, so an email, the PDF file. This is what I want then. But I'm a good gift giver. So the gift that I actually gave that person, I liked it for myself. So it worked out in the end. I wasn't offended because it didn't go to waste. I used it. It was fucked up. But it was funny because they didn't remember that I bought it for them. So what year would you go back to? I would specifically go back to... Okay, there's probably one person that's probably going to know if they remember. If they remember this time I crossed paths with somebody back in the 7th grade, okay? I was in the 7th grade twice, okay? I was a flunky, okay? And I'll describe what happened, and well, that person doesn't watch my channel, so they wouldn't know, but if they ever do watch it, maybe it'll be funny if they remember. Okay, so I was in the 7th grade twice, right? So on the first day of school, I specifically remember I think I had to go somewhere, or me and this person had to go somewhere because they flunked too, right? And so I just remember seeing this person. I was like, wow, this is the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. Like, wow, there's daddy. I'm just kidding. I was in the seventh grade. I was not thinking that. No. And so I couldn't remember. Like, I just remember we're walking the hallway. I want to say it was like the first day of school. If I could go back, like, to that day, and it was back in the 90s, the seventh grade, second time, because I wish I would have said something that day. And I didn't say it, what I wanted to say, because I was very shy at that time. Well, I'm still shy, but if I could go back, I've actually thought about this recently because I was thinking, man, I wonder if it would have been different, like if I would have said something that day, like I wanted to say that day, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I would go back to the seventh grade the second time because I would relive that moment and I would say what I had to say. Okay, so the next question is Hawaii or Alaska? Cancer the crab would not live in Alaska. Okay, I would live in Hawaii any day of the week, any day of the year. Oh my God, I would live in Hawaii. I would probably move to Hawaii if I had the chance. Like, I really would, because I think I would love it there. Never been, but I'm sure I'd love it there because there's water everywhere. The weather is better, it's all freaking hot here in like Texas. Like, I think I'm over this humidity. I'm ready to move. If not, then like I said, I'd like to live out in the middle of nowhere with my family and just live off the land like, the olden days. I know. I know. I'm an old lady. Anyway, so these were the next batch of questions that I got from my Instagram. So I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye now.